live. Hello, happy Monday, everybody. Oh, I gotta fix my camera. Well, yeah. How's everybody's weekend? And oh, hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Mom should be in there too. Oh, there we go.
What are you watching?
Alrighty. So I am still working on my Carpenter's wheel Afghan. I am just sewing. I've got half of the squares done. So I've got 32 squares done. I'm just sewing the squares together so I don't have so much to do after. Just taking a break from making squares, I guess. Mom is in the house too. There you go. Hello, Mother.
Hello, daughter. Is everyone in the same house?
Right?
Says only one's watching.
Yeah.
Streaming listened a minute ago. Nobody's watching.
That's okay.
Should say me.
Ooh. Maybe you're the one that's watching.
Well, Elizabeth did say hello, so I don't know.
She said hello at 25 after. That's why I said I'm like late coming in today. But and yet I was watching the time to make sure I got on there right. I'm like, I got so into sewing my stuff together that I didn't look up. So if you come into the live, please say hello. If you're new to the live, please say hello. Who are you and where you're from? What you doing? Yeah. So actually, it says 0 are watching right now.
Watching.
Mine says 0 on the StreamYard one.
That's me watching.
Okay. I can put the StreamYard.
I went to live chat, so.
Yeah, I can put the StreamYard thing up here. So there we go. Posted the StreamYard if you want to come on to video or not. If you don't have to, whatever. But the video quality is better in the StreamYard than it is on. Well, actually, it's not bad video on YouTube right now. Usually, it's pretty pixelated. But the video on YouTube is behind the video on StreamYard. And vice versa, the chat is ahead on YouTube than it is on StreamYard. So, oh, there we go. I'm going to go back to here. Okay. Yes, because Elizabeth missed last 1 or 2 weeks, but she did a hashtag replay on both videos, which was awesome. And again, if you like crafting or whatever, you can smash that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more, this is my 8th week in a row doing a Monday live. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to get notifications, hit the bell button and click on all. Okay. I'm going to continue sewing up here. I got my coffee. I got my Gatorade. I have water. I have snacks, even though I just ate. Are you just watching, Mom, or are you bringing your knitting over there? Or?
Yeah, I think I might bring my knitting over.
Give you something to do, I guess.
I'm not sure what I want to do.
You're not sure?
No.
So
I could start diamond painting.
You could. You kitted them all up. All the 4. You got 4 new ones, right? Was it 4?
1, 2,
or was it more than that?
3, 5. I got 5 altogether.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I still have to do a video on the new diamond painting that I got in. I still haven't done that yet. I got my Elsa picture in. think it'll be all right. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be. So having a person, even animated person, in diamond painting, it still looks a little pixelated, but that's okay. It'll still be fun to do and relaxing and what have you. But I'm just gonna sew up my. Oh, hello, Diamond Painting with Dreamer. How are you? Are you diamond painting tonight, or are you doing something else? I still can't find yarn, the ombre yarn that I need to finish off that cat couch. Hopefully they will restock soon and I will be able to get onto that because I really want that to be finished. But I can't do anything further on it until I have more of the same color yarn, because it would just look really weird if I used a different colored yarn for half of the couch.
Finished for tonight on diamond painting.
Cool. Was it Dreamer who was doing the hummingbird with the flowers, or was that?
I don't remember now.
I think it was Dreamer that did it.
Hi, diamond painting with Dreamer. This is Lana's mom.
Oh, finished for tonight on DP. Yep. Just gonna sit back and relax and listen to some craft and chats. No, so that wasn't her then.
No.
Wonder if it was Christy.
Probably Christy.
Oh yeah, I think it was Christy. Crafting with Christy.
Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, she's still here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
there you go.
Yep, it was Christy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kind of caught her video on her showing that picture more. It's actually really good. It's all the pastel-y colors.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was going to do all around the outside in the video first, and then she was going to do the hummingbird last.
That's different.
Because the hummingbird was like right in the middle of her picture. So Mom is.
Uh-oh, you're gonna tell him.
I totally am gonna tattle, because that's what YouTube
no.
friends are for. So Mom is debating on whether or not between two trucks on a brand new 2019 truck. They are both at the Dodge dealership. She's still debating on which one she wants to get, because there are pros and cons to both. It's like almost a dark, not really a dark cherry, but like a darker cherry color. So it's on the darker red side. They're both 2019s, but the red one doesn't have.
Jimmy says now the time to buy.
Right?
Yep.
And then there was a charcoaly gray, kind of a little bit. I think it's a little bit darker than the gray of the truck that I have, but they're both Dodge. They're both new, and the gray one.
So they're not really new.
Well, they're still newer than what you have for a car. And the gray one is a little bit on the used side. It has 21,000 kilometers on it for a 2019, which isn't bad for a pickup, because usually pickups are used a lot for hauling and stuff. So, but the gray one has all the bells and whistles. It has heated seats. It has heated steering wheel. It has a big, huge screen in the front.
It's the fact that police pull over red vehicles more than any other color. That's what I've heard, Elizabeth.
Well, they haven't pulled me over yet, and I've got a red convertible. So the same color as my shirt, actually. My shirt that I'm wearing, this bright red.
Go for the bells and the whistles.
See? I told you, I really like that gray one.
My brother likes the red one. My daughter likes the gray one, and I don't know what to
The
do.
red one doesn't have as much features in it as the gray one does. But she's on the fence as to which one she would like to get. I personally like the gray one. Only because I think down the road she might end up wanting those bells and whistles that she doesn't think she'll want right now.
Tell your brother to buy the red one. He's got a really nice dark blue one.
He's got a dark blue newer one too. His is a 2018 though, right?
His is a 2018.
Yeah. So she's looking at pickups though, because it's kind of pickup country around here because you're in the mountains.
Because I'm getting tired of getting stuck every winter with my car.
And calling me with my truck to say, can you come get me out of the snow? I'm like, okay, where are you?
My car is really low to the ground.
She has a 4-door Grand Am.
They're both 4x4.
Oh yeah, they're both V8s. They're big trucks. But they're still, what is it, a 1500 they call it in Dodge, and mine's a F-150 for Ford. So they're both V8s, but I don't know. It's up to her because it's going to be her vehicle. But you know what? I was laughing. I was saying either way. I said, my dad has a brand new 2019 truck, a Ford, with all the bells and whistles and everything too. And I said, either way, if one of them leaves me, which I hope they don't anytime soon.
She means dying.
Yes. I didn't want to say that word though. So
say the word.
I didn't want to say that word. But if either one of them leaves me, I will get a brand new truck. And then if they both, hopefully they do not, both leave me at the same time, which would really, really suck and not be very fair at all for them to either of them to do that to me. But I would get a new truck and my brother would get the other one's truck. So, but that is like way in the future. So, and I told her, I said, this, whatever truck you go for, it will probably be, you probably won't need another vehicle for the rest of your days anyways, because it should last.
What she doesn't know is that I'm going to be buried in my truck.
No, I ain't digging that hole. No way, no how.
No truck.
And that's going to be my truck.
No way, man.
But yeah, the gray one did feel roomier than the red one to me because we sat in both of them.
I wanted the Dodge personally. I'd want the Dodge. They're both Dodge.
They're both Dodge, yeah. Just the gray one's a little bit on the used side, but it hasn't been in any accidents or anything, which is good because we always ask. Because if a truck's been in a vehicle has been in an accident, you don't want that vehicle because it means the frame in the cage is probably been twisted at one time, and it's not good to have a vehicle that's been in an accident. So you guys will know as soon as she gets or decides on which vehicle she wants. Fingers crossed for the gray one. So I had to go with her because I'm tall and I have to be able to fit in whatever vehicle.
Together, she's having a really hard time in my.
I meant when she leaves you in 20 years from now. Hopefully longer than that.
Well, you never know with my family.
Have you seen your mother? You're like her clone. My grandmother is turning
94 in June.
94 June 1st. My mother is exactly 30 years younger, but she does not look it at all. So we got the good genes in the family when it runs through the females. But yeah, so if she's anything like her mother, she's going to be haunting me until she's at least in her 90s.
I'm going to haunt your mom.
And so, yeah, that's, yeah, it is what it is. I can still have fun. It makes her laugh. It makes her think of other things than the truck because she is yes. I keep looking over at her when she sits on the couch and she's just talking away to herself in her own little world. And I'm like, you're thinking about those vehicles still, aren't you? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well.
Who are you kidding? She's going to haunt you till you're 90.
Till I'm not, yeah, probably.
That's a lot of years.
Right? Are you going to remember me when you're 90?
I might not.
Oh, no, okay. Thought I got a knot stuck in there somewhere, but I don't.
Till you're 90, not me.
Till I'm 90. Yeah, I know. That's why I said, are you gonna be like 130 or something? 120 something.
But old.
Yeah, so we had fun going around checking out these vehicles. They actually had a really pretty blue one and the gray one, and then they kind of threw this red one at us at the last minute because they said they actually said they wanted it off the lot. But I don't know. It doesn't have as big of a screen in the center dash either as the gray one, which is kind of nice because it's easier to see with the backup camera and everything. So they both have backup cameras. The gray one's backup camera is in the very center of the tailgate. The red one is off to the right a little bit. So Uncle says that's how his truck is too. It's off to the right a little bit. So you have to kind of calculate that in when you're looking into the camera. But the gray one has this black dotted line. Sorry. Has a black dotted line going down between the red and the yellow lines for the backup camera, because that's how you line up your trailer hitch. And then I guess the camera, if you zoom in more, it goes down further and actually shows you your exact tail hitch as you're trying to back up to it, which is an awesome feature too. My uncle even admitted that the gray truck has way more features than his truck has. So
Elizabeth says, I wouldn't want the one they are trying to get off the lot.
See, she still wants you to get the gray one too. Elizabeth's with me.
There you go.
So yeah, well, it is what it is, right? Could do that one. I just didn't cut it off. Okay.
That was yours?
Yeah, it's just notifications or whatever. I just ignore it. Email address, email thing or something. But yeah. So
are you leaving those ends in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I just cut I knot them really, really well, and then I just cut the ends off. I don't weave them in. I don't like weaving. I don't cut them like right close to the knot. I cut them just a hair back from it, just enough that it won't come undone on me. See, I leave a little bit of a. No, I don't like weaving them in. You can do that if you want to do that. I don't want to. I don't like weaving in ends, especially when it has this many ends in a blanket. Because usually if it hadn't been separate squares, had it been straight across, I would have weaved in ends as I'm crocheting it. But because this is corner to corner squares and then the squares are put together, I'm not doing it that way. And that's why I have this, I'm sewing it up on the back side so it won't show on the front side. I have one more seam on the second panel, and then I can go down between the first row and the second row and put those 2 rows together, and then I'll work on the other 2 rows.
Elizabeth says, my husband passed away 8 years ago. I've still got his 1976 Dodge Ram sitting in the driveway. He beefed it up as far as he could without putting in a new engine. He left it to my daughter. Oh, wow.
Nice. I like old vehicles. I do. They're not built the way that older vehicles are built nowadays with all this fake light stuff. Because my car is an older vehicle, and the doors are so heavy. They're all metal. You can tell that it's not fiberglass. It is metal. Because you open those doors and you feel the weight of that sucker. You don't want to get your leg caught in the door when the wind catches it and closes it shut on you. That would hurt. But yeah, my car is 25 years this year. The guy that does our maintenance on our vehicles actually told me not to get it classified as a collector's, because there's a lot of things that you're not allowed to do with it. Like, I wouldn't be able to drive it to and from work. And if anything breaks down on it, you have to find original custom parts for it, which gets harder and harder the older the vehicle is. So, and I'm like, I probably can't afford that. So I am not getting, yep. I am not going to get my car done that way, even though it would probably bring down the prices and everything on it. But, yeah, I love my car. I love it. I just wish we had nicer weather so I can actually have the top down and, take it for a little tootle, instead of just backing, because it's not a very big distance from where I work to where I live. So putting the top down just for that short little distance home is really not worth it. Even going from home to work too, it's not worth putting the top down just for those. It only takes me like 5 to 10 minutes to get from home to work and work to home. So I'm like, that's too much on an older car. And it is mostly all electric, even though it's an older vehicle. But yeah, I just kind of wish we'd have nicer weather, because the weather kind of turns out nice in the morning, but then in the mid-afternoon, early afternoon, something like that, it turns crappy again. Like, it's all gray clouds and it looks like it's gonna pour rain, and it gets cool, and you just want to curl up with a book and a blanket, or crocheting or knitting or looms, or whichever you like to basically, and have a nap. You wouldn't have to buy tags again, but insurance would be more than what you'd save not buying tags. They actually told me on the car that it would drop the insurance significantly if I got it as a collector. The plates would be free, they told me. But there's so many stipulations that you have to go by. Like, you have to send them in photos of the whole car, like inside, outside, what it looks like. You're not allowed to do major changes to it. Pretty much the only change I would be able to do would be to change it from because right now it has what do you call it? It has a cassette player with the radio instead of a CD player. I would be able to change the cassette player to a CD player if I wanted to. That would pretty much be the only change that I would be able to make if it were a collector's. But I love my car. I named her Sally because she's a Mustang. So she's Mustang Sally. And she's red. But yeah. So I decided not to do that. And when it comes to, they said it was 25 years for a collector and then 30 years for an antique. But I've already had the car for, oh my goodness, 3 or 4, if not 5 years now. I've had the car for a little while, but I just paid cash for it. So from one of Mom's coworker friends, it was her son's car, and he had passed away really young, and she couldn't get rid of the car for a very long time because of all the memories and whatever. But then she decided to actually sell it to me because she knew my mother and she knew it would go to a very good home and somebody that would take really good care of it. And I am trying my darndest to take really good care of it. Whenever anything comes up that needs fixing, I fix it right away. 'Cause it is a little teeny tiny car, but it works because it's just me. I don't have any kids or whatever, and the 2 dogs are actually Mom's dogs. I just help take care of them. But yeah, it is fun when you have nice, fun toys to play with. But yeah, and you, Elizabeth, you have a really, really old truck, or your daughter has a really old truck. Then that must be nice. So, oh, hello. I'm good. How are you? I don't know if I can pronounce your name. Nani? Is it Nani? That's a cool name. Happy Memorial Day. Oh, you must be in the States then. Because I don't think we celebrate that day up here. We have Victoria Day, and we had that a week ago. Last week Monday. Yeah, last week Monday. Because we're in British Columbia, Canada. So, but yeah, if that's your holiday, happy Memorial Day to you. Are you a crafter as well? Are you working on anything right now? Yeah, we paid $50. Holy, yep, that's like pennies now, isn't it, Elizabeth? $50 for a truck. That had it. Thought it was the fuel pump and thought it was the gas tank. It's on the firewall. He got it repainted too. That's cool. So what color did he get it repainted from? What was it before and what did he repaint it? Did he like stay with the same color or did he do a totally different color? And hey, if it still works, that's better for you too. Some of those older trucks are really, really nice because they're so heavy, like I said, with it all being all metal, that they're like a bloody tank going down the road, hey? I am totally a car girl, though. I love vehicles. I will take that over shopping any day. I'm not a very good shopper. I'm not a very good fashionista. I'm not one of those girly girls. Never have been, never will be, probably. But yeah, I had I don't know if you saw the last video I did. I posted a small video of me using my yarn winder. Man, I love that machine so much. It's so fast and it's so easy, and I love center pull balls because they are so much easier to work with, especially if you've unwound it already and rewound it. You know that there's no knots in it at all. So it's way easier to work with. I'm going to figure out, okay. So this is the right side. That's the wrong end. Now I gotta get the other half that I've done. Okay. So this is this side too. This one goes up here. And that one goes with that one. This is the back side. This is the front side. Okay. Get some stitch markers here, and we're going to stick these together. All right. I found that exact winder on. I know. It's actually mostly all metal, and it does really good size balls of yarn. Like it doesn't do, like you don't have to do like little teeny tiny cakes of yarn. You actually can do big, huge balls of yarn like this one here that I'm using. Like I'm a big person. I have really big hands, and this is actually a good size ball of yarn. And then if you have papers that are around, we just roll ours up, and then before you take it off the winder, you stick it in the hole. So you still have your center pull. You stick it on that center piece, and as the yarn comes off, the paper goes inside, and then when you pull the paper out, you'll know exactly what brand, what size, what color, and everything it is on that, in that ball. So you still get to keep the paper for the ball. And that's what you do as well if you have those one of those cone ones to go from the outside of your yarn. It'll do the same thing. You just push the cone goes inside your yarn as you're taking it off the machine. So I'm just going to attach these together every little bit here so I can sew these sections together. Yeah, I think this will be a good sized blanket. Hopefully it'll fit on my queen bed really nice. I think it will. But all right. So this one goes here. I buy pounders, or I don't buy yarn. So I have a lot of partial skeins. Yeah, that's the only thing too. But with there is a whole bunch of different patterns and stuff that you can look up and find that you can use up scrap yarn with. Because sometimes you do get it where you just don't know what to do with all those little tiny smaller balls. Like they can't actually make a project. But I think a lot of people do like scrap blankets. Other people do scrap cardigans. You can do a cardigan. You can even make them into like really small granny squares, and you can turn them into like a baby blanket, or there's lots of things you can do, or scrap hats as well. Okay, put all these yarns to the back. And one more. So, but I don't think I've ever had to do a scrap blanket or a scrap. I haven't done that yet, but I probably will one day, probably down the road here. But I have so much yarn downstairs, it's probably ridiculous. But I'll have to go through that one day and see what all I have. Because I have all these knitting machines though, I have been helping out one of our yarny friends that lives here in town. She works with homeless people and people with mental health and stuff, all that. Mental health, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And they cheer them up if she gives them a hat, or whatever, or a scarf, or a pair of mittens, or whatever. And so I have to give her back a whole bunch of yarn, but because I don't know what to do with the scrap pieces of it, and she'll figure that out, because I think her and one of her other friends actually teaches these people how to crochet and whatever. So it takes their mind off of their problems and issues and whatnot, and gives them something to do with their hands. If there's just a little left, I make granny fish. Yes. I like the big huge balls of yarn too. That's what this is. The dark green and the light green are both humongous balls of yarn, and I got two for each color because I wasn't sure how much yarn this blanket was going to take, and I wanted to make sure I had enough to do the whole thing. And because I hate running out, like I did with the cat couch. I don't like running out of yarn partway through a project, and then because sometimes you do actually have a hard time either finding that same yarn again or getting the exact same color, because sometimes they change the dye lots just by like a hair, and you actually can see a difference sometimes. So I prefer having even I like having more than enough yarn for sure, that I don't have to worry about running out. Oh, speaking of yarn, I got 2 balls of yarn in the mail the other day, and I was going to show everybody because I am going to do a tutorial with this yarn. There, I'll show you. Okay. Hello, Mother.
Hello, daughter.
You're back.
I am.
You're live.
I hope so.
Okay, so I got this yarn from yarncanada.ca, and they ship super fast. Your yarn gets to you within like 2 or 3 business days after you've purchased it online. And these are the more expensive balls, but these have a lot of yardage in them. But these are Sheep Ease Whirl, And there is, where is it? There is 100 grams or 540 meters. So these balls have 1,000 meters
Yard.
of, this one says meters,
Meters, okay.
meters of yarn. So in yards, I think that comes out to be 1,093 yards per ball. So they are a, it says 215 to 225 gram ball, but look at the colors. It goes from this yellow to the pink and then to a teal and then to like a little bit darker blue on the outside. So this color, they actually have all the colors written. Oh, where is it? On the edge of, oh, maybe the other one has it instead of this one. I think the other one has it. Yes. So there's all these different color. So this one here goes from a pink to a peach to a gray and then to a black. This one here, I love the name of this one. It is called Watermelon Hellraiser. That's an awesome color name for this, actually. I love it. This one here was Rosewater Cocktail is the color scheme for this one. So I don't know what rosewater looks like, but I guess it could look like a cocktail because I don't drink, but cocktails can be any color you want, right? They're different colors. But yeah, these are the two that I got. They are a size 1 yarn, so they are a super fine yarn. But the color change is subtle. I love it. And I'm going to be doing a, I think I have it right inside my room. I can go get it. I have a tutorial request from a couple girls that I know that want me to do the video for it. But so this is like a shrug. I don't know if you know what a shrug is, but it only goes around your back and like over your arms. So it's kind of like, so this is what it kind of sort of looks like. So it kind of looks like a doily in a way. There's the center right here, this circle. And then there's armholes for either side, and it goes really, really long past my bum. So this goes from a purple to a green and to a teal and then out again. But this is the pattern that some girls want me to do a video for so they can make their own. And you do need, oh, where's my needle? Did I lose it? There we go. You do need a thinner yarn to do this because if you use a thicker one, it's going to turn out way bigger than this. And this is way big enough. But yeah, it is a really pretty pattern. So there's the center. And it goes out. There you go. So that is what people are wanting me to make. And I'm going to use those other two colors to do the tutorial for them. So.
Or for anybody else who wants it.
Yeah. Yep. I don't mind. Well, because I got the pattern out of one of my magazines. So it's like, if it's in a magazine, I figure share it with the world.
Elizabeth says she loves those colors.
Which one's the one with the actual, or the, I haven't got that message yet because my message thing is slower than yours. But yeah.
The video is behind it a bit too.
The video on YouTube is behind the one on me, but your chat is ahead of mine. So you get messages before I do. I still have the Granny Squares message that Elizabeth sent. There was another person in here. Hey, did you see that? If you scroll up, there was a Nani.
Naughty.
She was wishing us a happy Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah, because it's Memorial Day in the States.
Yes, that's what I was saying. I said, "Oh, you must be from the States because we don't celebrate Memorial Day here. We celebrate Victoria Day." And we had that. That was last week
yeah.
Monday, yeah. So,
Cool.
oh, the colors of the shrug, the purple to the green and a teal, yeah. I like that too. I don't mind teals and purples. Greens, blues, and purples are more my colors. I'm not really fond of pinks, but there is a lot of people that love pink. So I'm hoping that watermelon one, I could probably sell that one. Or if I get enough people subscribing to my channel, I might do a giveaway and do it as a giveaway.
More people.
Yes, I need way more people. But by the time I get more people, I'm going to have so much stuff that I could give away. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, so it's all fun. Keeps me busy. Gives me something to do.
Keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah, I never get in trouble. I'm a good girl.
Yeah, okay. I'm your mother. I know better.
I'm a good girl. Stop that. You make people think I'm a bad girl. I'm not. Good girl. But yeah, it's all good. So we are we are waiting for Mom to make her decision on this truck.
I'll stop at the truck now.
No, because you won't stop. So now it's my
I
turn.
am stopping.
No, you're not. Are you taking your knitting over there?
I am taking my knitting over here. Yes.
Nice.
I work on my tunic top.
Tunic top, yes. So.
Lana does the crocheting and I do the knitting.
Oh, I do knitting too.
Because I don't like to crochet.
I do knitting too. Crocheting's way faster though. Especially for big projects. I do have a Afghan knitting pattern that I would love to try. It is bunch of different knitting stitches, like cabling and stuff in squares, kind of sort of like with this one, but I think the squares are bigger. Who is doing that? I got the videos from her. I have to remember her name. It's an older lady on YouTube. I'll figure out her name and I'll let you guys know next week. But yeah, she's doing, I think she was doing one square a week or something. She was doing a video for it. But I'd love to try that one too because it looks challenging. And it might be a little bit different from go back and forth from crocheting to knitting, crochet a few projects and then go knit a few projects, do some diamond painting in between. Ooh, anybody else talking there, Ma?
Nope.
Probably just listening then.
Yeah, just listening.
That's okay too.
Or watching.
It says there's 4 in here. Yep. I see that one. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely glad you made it this week, Elizabeth. We kind of missed you the last couple weeks. We did see that you did the hashtag replay, which is awesome. Oh, look at that sunshine coming in on me now. Is it hard to see what I'm doing in the camera with the sunlight coming onto me?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Blurs out just a smidge, but not much.
With my hand over top of it, or?
No, it's right down in the very bottom of it, so your hands are above. So it's all good. I don't do much crocheting anymore. Arthritis makes my hands cramp up. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Do you take anything for the arthritis that maybe helps you a little bit? Because I met one just this teeny tiny little older lady. She said she used to crochet all the time when she was younger, and then all of a sudden she stopped and her hands got worse. And then she said she had to go she had to take up crafting again to help her hands, because they say crafters that use their hands actually have really good what is it, muscles or whatever from doing all the crafting. Oh yeah, there's the message. So, am I on the wrong side? No, I'm on the right side. Okay. No, I'm on the wrong side.
she's on the proxen, which is just a stronger
Did I not flip this?
of an over-the-counter medicine.
Oh no, okay, I flipped it. Whew, thought I was doing this on the wrong side. Or the right side. Scared myself. Nice. Does it help your hands though? Or you still can't do any crocheting? Hmm? All right. Goes through that side. So it's going through this side. Tie these ones together. There we go. I can get rid of this stitch marker. And I can plunk that in here.
Have you got the next one up for what she's written?
Yep, big one.
Yep.
I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis at 13. Oh, that's really young.
Yeah.
I've had both knees and both hips replaced. Ouch. When I crochet, I usually rub a cream into my hands. And what's DR? Hands. The DR have me. I don't know of any creams though. Do you use any? What creams do you mostly use up where you work, Mom?
Oh, it all depends what the doctor. DR is doctor, Mom.
Okay.
It all depends. It's patient and doctor specific, so
Yeah, I guess.
it's.
Yep, doctor. There you go.
A lot.
Yeah, I love the smell of A535. Love it. Just the smell of it. The A535 rub. I use a spray though, an all natural spray, because we sell it where I work, and it's called That Stuff for Pain. It's all natural. It works like a hot dang. You give a little couple spritz on the area that's sore. I have used it on my thumb before because I think I pulled something in my thumb a little while back there. It's gone now. It doesn't bother me. So, and it helps a lot. I've been using it on Mom's back too because she's been having pains in her lower back, and that seems to help her too. So, and it even says that you can spray that stuff in your mouth for toothaches.
Yeesh. Wouldn't want that. It smells.
No, it smells like peppermint. It's not like a nasty smell. It's a good smell. But it does have, you can tell there's a numbing agent in there of some sort. But it works so good. We sell that stuff like crazy. Lots of people coming in asking, where is it? Where is it? We're like, it's over here at this till. So, but I guess they're trying to get licensed for it now. So I guess they didn't have licensing for it, but I guess they need it. They need it now, or they want it now, so that they don't get in trouble or anything with anybody, or they can actually say that they are licensed if anybody asks them. Is she? The cream I have is 2-part rub on in, wash hands. Rub the second one in. Has to come from a formulary pharmacy, Pennsylvania, USA. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's not bad.
As long as it works, that's what counts.
Exactly. Have you been using it for a long time though now, or did you just start using it? They have that I haven't seen any lately though, but they have that stuff called the Lakota one. They've got a whole bunch of different formulas for a whole bunch of different things with that company. I've never personally used any of their stuff, but a couple people have said that stuff works too for different problems and whatever. But I guess it all depends on the person too, because each person reacts differently to different things. So, and what works for somebody won't work for the next person. Okay. Take that one out. I'm getting there. Do this piece. But, oh, this is new. Okay. They want to replace my left shoulder and do some surgery on my back. Holy cow, woman. You're going to be a bionic woman. Woohoo! That means you might live forever. Mom's counting over there somewhere.
Well, if I don't count, I lose where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing so far so good.
Yeah, because you don't want to backtrack now that you've gotten that far.
No.
You had to backtrack enough times when you started that thing. Okay. That dark one's done. You can go on to the light green for this part. I'm going to go back to dark green again. Oh. Okay. That end will have to be taken in. So let's get this in here somewhere. There we go. Oh, it went right through. How rude. Wasn't supposed to go all the way through. Slow and steady. There we go. Tie it off. Snip the end. My joint may. I set off metal. No kidding. And I have to carry a special card showing what, if not normal joints. Yep. Yeah, there's sticklers at these airports and stuff now with all these metal detectors and everything. You just got to make sure that what's his face off X-Men doesn't come close to you. Magneto.
Oh, you're real funny.
What? You don't watch X-Men? You've seen X-Men, Mom. You know who Magneto is. Just gotta give they got to give you claws now so you can be like a female Wolverine. Nobody will mess with you then, Elizabeth. Hey, and you'd never break a nail either. That'd be kind of cool. That's the worst part of breaking a nail. It's really hard to get them back to really good working condition again. Are you still thinking of doing that, Mom? When you decide to retire here?
What's that?
Get your nails done for once in your life?
Maybe. I don't know. I keep doing heavy duty stuff, so nails would just get in the way.
I don't know. You'd get used to it.
Nobody messes with me now. I've got 8 very overprotective brothers. All right, you got a crew, honey.
There you go. Probably not even the brothers would mess with you either. I only got one brother, so that's enough for me. I don't need any more brothers. One biological brother, I have to say. We kind of adopted another one a long time ago. And he's got a kid of his own, so technically an auntie, but I've never met the kid yet, so because they're in Prince George still, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's what, 3? Is he 3 yet?
No, he'll be 3 this year.
Okay. Yeah. So, but that's okay. One day we will meet. One day. Maybe when he's old enough to understand all that too.
He might not want to meet us either.
Probably not.
Bunch of crazies.
That's okay. That is okay. Can't all be sane. It'd be a very boring world if everybody were sane. Gotta have some variety in your life. Okay. This one. Oops. Not ready for that yet. That tail. Okay. I got a couple squares together in this one set. Working on this. I think this is the third one. What?
I think we are all, I think she meant sane ones. Anybody else is crazy. Or everybody else is crazy.
Now that makes sense to me.
There we go.
You had to do what?
Oh, you gotta move my magnet down.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So
otherwise, I'll be doing the same row over and over again.
And then you mess up your pattern.
Mess up my pattern, yes.
Yep. You don't want to be doing that.
No.
Not when you have cabling and everything in it.
Mm.
But then it's a pain to pull out when you're knitting.
It is. You're going great guns on that, girl.
I am. I am not doing too bad for somebody that doesn't like sewing seams. I hate sewing seams. That's why I'm deciding to do this now. And then when I get caught up to where I am with making the squares, after I'm done a square, I will sew that sucker on there right away and then make another square. So I don't have to go through this again. Because I don't think, I kind of sort of thought about it. I thought about it's kind of hard to do though with a corner to corner. If it was just like straight crocheting, I could probably just attach them as I crochet, but I don't think you can, well, you probably can. It would be kind of a pain in the butt to try and crochet a corner to corner to a corner to corner as you're doing it. But when somebody comes across something like that, figures it out, I'll be watching. I'll be lurking in the background. Okay, I gotta switch to my dark again. I'll keep with my colors here. I'm gonna need some more dark yarn here soon.
I've also got a very overprotective female Rottweiler and a male pit bull. Both have been fixed. No puppies in this house. I agree. No puppies in my house either, Elizabeth. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
we got 2 males, so it'd be a little hard.
And they're brothers.
And
so that's just wrong.
Yep, that's just wrong.
Biological brothers, yeah, no, that's just wrong. And they have been fixed since they were puppies, so no puppies. Even though one does try to hump his brother all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Horny little toad. Horny little toad. That's what I say. Okay, I gotta find the right stitch to go in here. So, oh, yeah, that was a message that you read out for me. See? Oh, you're going into days, right? Next week, so you'll still be able to come to the Monday live?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The night one, I don't think. Well, maybe. I don't. Depends on if you're up or not.
Oh,
What?
oh, I screwed up.
Oh no, you made a mistake.
Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm looking at the wrong one. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Oh, good. It would really suck if you did that with your cabling because it's harder to pick out.
Actually, that's easier than these knit into the back stitches.
Oh, yeah, that too.
They're a pain, those ones. No, I was looking at the wrong panel.
Uh-oh.
Left panel and the right panel, and they're opposite of each other. I thought I'd mucked up here because I had too many stitches left, but I was on the wrong panel. So
You're still doing that one in the round though, right?
yeah, I'm doing it in the rounds. Yeah.
Okay. No back and forth for you.
No. Mind you can do this one back and forth too, but I didn't realize it.
Well, yeah, because you prefer back and forth. But that's the thing, though. If I had the choice, I would probably do it in the round because I don't like doing seams. I don't like it. Any chance I get, I would rather do it in the round. Oh, I have to turn on light here soon so people can. Oh, there we go. I will light the way. Just don't go to the light. Okay, that's a no-no. It's too early to go to the light. But I'm hoping tomorrow's a nice day. They said we were supposed to go into like 20 plus 26, 27 or something.
Yeah, we're supposed to be starting to get warm, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. You've had enough for this rain for a little bit. I don't mind the rain, but it's nice to have a break from it once in a while too. I just don't want it to get too hot. Because then bad stuff happens. But it is what it is, I guess. It's one thing you can't control is the weather. You have to deal with it. And I guess no matter where you are, there's always going to be some sort of weather condition. Oh, how come that came undone? Gonna have to fix that. Going to have to fix that.
Why? What did you do?
One of my ends came undone from my other row here. I'm gonna have to try and tie it to this one.
Oh, cool. I think most. I don't know if most amigurumis are worked in the round, aren't they? I don't know.
Depends on what it is,
Yeah.
because that I don't really know if I consider it an amigurumi if it's not done in the round, and most of them are crocheted, so because it's easier to do them as crochet. But that pug one that I was trying to do, it's all done in panels and I don't like it. So I haven't started working on it again because I don't like it. It's no fun and you don't really want to do it if you don't like it.
Read your screen. Read your screen.
I was making teddy bears last week for silent auction. Yes, we know about Shine Like a Diamond's daughter's
Well, I hope they get enough money to be able to get her the dog.
Well, they were saying it's no problem getting the dog. It's the money that costs to get the dog trained is the problem, because training is what costs a pretty penny. Even though we don't do pennies anymore up here, anyways. I couldn't even imagine knitting one. The parts for the head, body, legs, arms, and ears. Yeah, there's a couple ladies in our group that have made, have knitted like an I don't know if they're classified as amigurumi, but they have knitted them, and they've made what is it, voodoo dolls and bunnies, and other stuff. Like Annie and Sharon have been making those like crazy, and they sell like you wouldn't believe. People from all over are contacting them as soon as they post them on Facebook, and they've been I'd be so sick of making them. However many, I don't even know how many they've made now. And Annie made one of the voodoo dolls kind of look like that voodoo, like the Scrump doll from Lilo and Stitch, and it turned out really well. So just all depends on the coloring of it, right? But yeah, knitting, you'd have to make all the separate parts and then sew them together. So, or you have to do it with double pointed needles or circular needles, but circular is harder if it's like a small project. Double pointed needles work better if you're doing stuffed animals and stuff.
Uh-oh.
What?
Just trying to figure out where I'm at.
You okay, bug? Oh, good stretch. Did your leg fall asleep? Yeah? Did a bug bite you? Is that why you got out of bed? Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm talking to you. You. I'm talking to you, old man. Did you have a nightmare or something? You got woke up? You woke yourself up? Little brat. Hey, little brat. Oh, that's a good scratch right there. Yeah. Oh, right there. Hey, brat. Puppy, 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 puppy. Puppy, puppy. He's a good boy. So. I haven't heard that bug zapper go off yet, so.
No.
Mom killed a wasp that was in the house earlier today. I don't touch bugs. I don't like bugs. They're not my friend at all, especially wasps, bees, because they're in the bee family. Wasps and mosquitoes. Yuck. Mom can kill all the bugs, and I do all the reaching for her.
Yeah.
It's
I'm the big killer. Yeah.
This is how our life equals out. She's the bug killer. I'm the tall reacher of everything up high. And sometimes down low because she doesn't want to get on her hands and knees. Because she's old.
Yeah, I wouldn't get back up.
You wouldn't get back up, no.
Would be a problem.
Right? Oh, we still have 4 people in here. Yay, they're not abandoning me today. Must be doing something, right? I think I had 6 people at one point, just for a few little minutes. last week. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. But I just ate. I'm not going to feed it. It can starve. I got backup reserves. It can feed off of those. For now. Not looking too bad, eh? I think I'm doing a good job for somebody that doesn't like whip stitching stuff. It's already starting to get really big, and this is only like a quarter of the blanket. Whoops. Come on. Give me a hard time here. Go in there. I put a chemical on my last spring and fall, and did weeding and feeding. It killed fleas and mosquitoes. Those dogs still have flea collars that kill the mosquitoes too. Nice. I don't think our dogs have ever had fleas. I haven't really noticed though.
I haven't noticed them.
They like to eat the bugs, not wear them.
Yeah, they're bug killers.
Yes. Bug man's underneath the table in the bed now. Underneath me here. He decided to move from one bed to the other. That's okay. A lot of people right now have been doing gardening and stuff, especially if you can't. Well, they're not. It's hard because they're not supposed to go anywhere still, but people have been buying stuff for gardening and building stuff and trying to keep themselves occupied. But how are you supposed to do that if you don't have the materials at your house during a pandemic, right? Okay, let's go this marker.
Get more coffee, I think.
Oh, no, you're out.
I'm out.
That's no good.
No, it's not.
You can't run out of coffee. Might waste away.
Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
Okay. All right. Light green. I think I'm gonna have to get some more dark green here.
Elizabeth, has most of your town opened up, or is it like ours where they're still really going slow with it opening? We still can't go to a restaurant here without going through a drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the drive-thrus are open in our restaurants. Still not dine-in.
Oh, coffee. I make good coffee.
There you go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't even start that, Mother.
I know.
It's still too early.
Yes.
Too early for that still. No yawning allowed. It's contagious whether you hear it or see it.
Hmm. Oh, write that on there.
Hmm?
Oh, there's a cable run now. On the cable road.
Well, you better concentrate really good on that one then.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Speaking of cables, when am I getting my other
Oh,
poncho?
yeah, I knew you were going to bring that one up.
Uh-oh. Mom's phone going off. She actually has the volume turned on today. Shocked. She never has her volume turned
Oh,
on.
that's cool. They've opened up Hobby Lobby and Joann's. Yay, craft stuff. I wish we had them here. I wish we had one of those here. We don't have a craft shop. We have a small knitting shop, but not a really nice big craft shop like those two.
Yeah, and our closest Michael's is Calgary, isn't it?
Or Lethbridge. Yeah. Yeah. They haven't been doing the outside tables here because it's been too rainy and too cool yet.
Yep. Yep. Too cold.
Yeah.
You only want to.
What?
I was gonna say you only want to
I don't
sit
do
outside.
a whole lot of shopping at Michael's. Yeah, sometimes they're on the pricier side, but
Depends on what you're getting.
if that's the only place you got to go, that's what you do.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's way more of those places in the States than there is up here in
Yep.
Canada. And unfortunately, you have to pay extra to get it shipped from the States to Canada if you want any of that stuff. And when you're yarn shopping, you kind of want to feel what it feels like.
And really see the color.
Yes, because
Sometimes the
cameras
color
don't do the
doesn't
justice. Yep.
True.
Cameras don't do it justice sometimes. Stop that.
I know.
No yawning allowed. This is a yawn-free zone.
When did that happen? This is my house, not yours. That's what you keep telling me.
This is my live, though. Yawn-free zone. Because then I will start, and I don't want to yet. I don't want to.
Don't wanna.
No.
Oh. There you go.
And if I start, I'm going to totally blame you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Better watch it.
Watch. Row 13. 20.
I think that's about the only threat she gets anyways. Okay, I think this. Nope, there's another dark row over there to do. One more dark section after this light one. Okay. Finish this one off. And go to the light green. And then dark green. And then these two rows are together. You're not alone anymore. Should be enough.
Yeah, I have my little dog loves his kennel, but he snores like a trooper in that thing too.
They stink too and they fart.
Yeah.
I like to
Just like men.
fart and leave the room. Let you wallow in their stink. Rotten little buggers. They are definitely silent but deadly. Oh, stop it, stomach. I'm not feeding you no more. That's it. You had supper. Had supper. Oh, we're dwindling down. We only have 2 people now. Oh no. I kind of wish you could see who actually is watching and not and whatnot, because you don't know if it's the same people watching or who's popping in and out or.
Oh, we're back to 3.
Are we?
Somebody else came back in.
I should try posting this again on my Facebook page to get more people, hopefully, to pop in and out too. Because
it's really cool to see what other people are doing.
yes, and where they're from, because people are from like all over the world.
Yeah.
Because it's who was I talking to? Yarn It Out is from New York, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Crafting with Christy said where she lived or not.
Yeah, I think she did.
Did she?
Yeah, I think she did.
I keep cans of air freshener at arm's length at all times. Pitbull makes your eyes burn. Definitely lethal, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dogs are lethal.
Yes. Silent and deadly.
You know you're in trouble when they all of a sudden get up and walk away from you. You know they've done something.
Better make sure you have some good fabric softener in your shirt too, so you can cover your nose before it gets you. And then use your air freshener. Most definitely. Okay. Getting along here. Almost to the end. I'm getting there. Getting her done.
You have another row to put on though?
I have 2 more rows to attach to these 2.
Okay.
There's 4. It's 8 rows square. I've got 4 rows of squares done though. That's why I decided to do this now while I'm halfway through. So I said when I catch up to the squares that I've gotten done, I'm just going to do a square, attach it to where it's supposed to go, and then do another square. So I don't have to do this again. This is the bane of my existence. Bane of my existence is sewing seams. I'm in. Oh, she's in Hawaii, Ohio.
Who?
Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah.
Been here all her life. Been to visit family over in the U.S., but I'm always glad to get back home. Yep. It's always good to come back home.
Yeah, we've always lived in BC, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
You haven't. Or no, yeah, you,
Yeah.
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 Because when you were younger, you were on the coast, though, but still in BC. That was a long time ago. Oh, we're down to 2 people again.
Yeah, we moved up here when I was 8, so I've been in Cranbrook a long time.
You mean down here?
No, well, across.
Be specific, mother.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 3 people again. Woohoo! We're bouncing. Bouncing. Oh. It's okay, it was closed. I'm not worried about them falling all over the place. My stitch marker container fell over. Ooh, it's getting warm in here now.
And you're getting dark, so you should turn on.
Yeah, I got my light on.
The other lights.
What?
Yeah.
What? She's telling me I can't see. I got another thing for her. I've proved it to her a long time ago. I could crochet in the dark. All you gotta do is feel the stitches and stick your hook there. Yeah, I will when I get to the end of this color here, and then with the last one, I'll go turn the light on because it's a dark color. So I love this little lamp, though. It's really bright.
Yeah, that's really great. But the back side of the picture, the top side, I guess,
Oh yeah, okay,
is starting to get into the dark, like where your left hand is.
okay. I can change that in a minute here. So I'm at the end of this.
We're missing May tonight too, and Annie.
Yep, they haven't been on for a couple weeks now,
Yeah.
unless they're just watching in the background. I don't know. But Annie was having so many troubles trying to even get on the YouTube channel. Probably has to do with her phone, maybe.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. That's okay. I have to get a hold of her too so she can cut my hair. I was starting to get headaches the other day because it's getting too long. Turn on the light, I guess. Mother says so. There, is that better?
Just wait till it catches up. Yeah, I think that's better.
Well, I'm glad you're happy.
What us mothers have to put up with grown children. I tell you.
It's not my fault. I'm gonna flip this around.
Yes, that's much better.
So it's not on top of me. Whoop. No, something else over. Knocking everything over here. There we go. Let's start at this end. Should be enough to do the rest of it, I think. Yeah. We'll soon find out, won't we? Stitch markers. In there.
We've been in here for just about an hour and a half.
Hour and 40 minutes, just under 40 minutes. So, yeah, not bad for starting 5 minutes late. Oops. I didn't mean to, but oops.
Well, it's funny how you go, okay, like 5 minutes to go, and then you start doing something, and you're like, wait a minute, now it's been like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's like, dang.
Yep. Where'd that time go?
Yeah, it just ran away.
Yep. Time definitely does not stand still for nobody.
No. Sometimes it goes slower than what you want it to be, though.
No, it just feels like it. It never changes. It just feels like it does. Oh, that has to come out. Oh, the dog next door is barking.
Somebody's outside.
Mm.
Not ours this time.
No, one of them's sleeping in here. I don't know where the other one is.
Well, he's in his bed.
Oh, probably. That's the thing, though, right? You have the door wide open. They can come and go as they please, but they're actually inside sleeping. The minute you close that door, they want outside.
Yeah.
Crazy ass boys. Boys are crazy. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And that one's good. Go back in there. Okay. Continue on. Oops. That Orin breathing heavy, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, the dogs next door are fighting.
Yeah. 3 big dogs next door.
Yes. It's the youngest one, I think, instigates everything, though. Nico. He's the biggest one, but he's the youngest. I think he's 2.
I think so.
Almost 3, I bet you. But oh well. Can't control other people's animals, whether we want to or not. But yet, our other neighbor on the other side of us hasn't turned his music up yet. Haven't heard his music all day, actually.
No, I haven't. Not for a couple of days, actually. It was really
He usually turns his music up, blaring at our house whenever he hears our dogs barking at the dogs next door. Drive you crazy. Yeah, they're always fighting over there. They play really rough, though, those dogs. But, oh well. Yes, look at this. I'm going to make it with this little bit of yarn. Woo-hoo. I didn't have to cut more green just for this last little bit. I will have to cut more green, though, to do the rest, to attach the rest. So, I seem to be using more of the dark green than I'm using anything else, which is weird. Because the main color, I think, is the white.
Yeah, I think there's more white in there than anything.
I know, but I'm using more dark green than I am anything else. So I said it's weird. Weird, I tell you. this over here so I can see what I'm doing. Close up a hole in this corner. There we go. Now I can end it. End it. Oh. There, so those ones, I can't really use that anymore. I'll have to get more green. Perfect. So there is 2 rows together. The dark green, the light green, and there's the top of the 2 points here of the star. There's another point here. Yeah. And it goes all the way over here. This is going to be a good size Afghan. It's going to be about 6 feet square, I think it is. How I figured it out. About 72 inches wide, so it'd be 72 inches square. I need some coffee.
I wonder if the dark green is a little thicker. Are all of the colors from the same manufacturers?
Yep, they're all Red Heart.
That is
They're all size 4.
be beautiful, but green is my favorite color. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Mine. Mine. Mine.
That's Lana's favorite color too.
I love green.
I don't know if I have a favorite color. Kind of like a little bit of everything. I do like more earth tones, like browns and tans. And,
Yeah. But that's the thing though. Once you tell somebody or people what your favorite color is, you get so much of just that color though that you kind of get sick of it. I still haven't got sick of green. I still love green. It's my favorite color. And I am not really particular as to what shade of green. I just like green. I even like the sagey greens and the olivey greens. You can even go into like the teals and turquoises where it's like blue green mix, which is nice too. Because lately I've been into more of the teals and grays together for certain things because they look so sharp together, the teals and the grays. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to put that over there.
I marked off the wrong one.
Oh, you did the wrong row again?
No, I marked off the wrong row.
Oh, no. Pay attention to what you're doing, woman.
No.
Sheesh. All right. Take this.
That's easy enough.
Got these 2 rows done. Together. Take off 2 rows here.
Yeah, she would be able to use white because of the dog sleeping with her.
Oh, yeah. Our dogs don't go on furniture, so they are not allowed. They stay on the floor. I don't have to worry about that.
Are you erasing all those marks now?
Nope, just the top 2 rows because I have them already together.
Ah. I thought you were going to just leave it and do it all at the end.
No. So the top 2 rows are together, and that is what the pattern looks like. These top 2 rows. Oops. The light's really shiny. There we go. These top 2 rows are what the pattern looks like, only with green instead of blue. So.
Bring it down a little bit there.
Yeah, but if I bring it down, I have to watch because it gets that glare. There you go. Yeah. I kind of like it. This is they call it a carpenter's wheel. I guess they have ones where you can do like a double carpenter's wheel. So it has the center, it has the row around, and it has 1 more row around. But I think this one's going to be big enough. If I ever did for like a king size bed, I'd probably do the double wheel, but I don't know if anybody would ever want me to do a blanket in this.
You guys are all going to drive me crazy.
Who?
My friend.
Your friend?
So,
You have a friend?
blue, red, or gray?
Oh, Renee. She wants to know which truck mom's deciding to get. She kind of sort of did eliminate out the blue one, so she's going towards the red or the gray. But she's getting her brother phoning her all the time, and her other friend phoning and texting her all the time, going, "Have you made a decision? Have you made a decision? What are you picking?" I still think she should go with the gray one. And she did figure it out. There's only like maybe $50 a month difference between the two.
Yeah.
So just depends on what she wants, because it's going to be her vehicle, and then it'll be mine.
No.
That'll be
I
mine.
get to keep the fobs.
No,
No fob for you.
I can get one made for me.
No.
Mine. Oh,
That's true.
what?
If she doesn't make up her mind soon, both trucks may be gone
Right?
or sold. Same thing.
Exactly.
Well, then I won't have a problem.
No, then you have to go figure out all this over again with different vehicles. No, she says. You have to go through all of this all over again with different vehicles if those ones are gone. Yes. Maybe she will make up her mind by next live, and then you will know which one she chose. Yeah. All good. All good. Ha ha. She won't stop bugging you now, will she?
Yeah. Yeah.
She wants to know. Inquiring minds wants to know.
Well, she knows it's a big decision because this friend of mine is trying to buy a house.
Yes.
So that's a really big decision.
They are
too.
both got big decisions on their hand. One a house, the other one a vehicle. But we'll see. Are you bugging her back about her house decision?
No.
Oh.
No, she's just waiting now. She did say yes to the.
Oh yeah, you said she has to wait for it to get inspected on the 6th or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before she makes a final decision. She's made a bid on it, but she has to make a final decision.
Yeah.
So it's a wait and see kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to do another square until I have these other 2 rows attached to the 2 rows that I just did.
You don't feel like attaching them now?
No, because I just attached those other 2 rows and I am done for tonight. I'll maybe attach the other 2 rows to those rows tomorrow. I gotta pace myself because I don't. Ooh, there goes the dogs outside. Heard something. Pace myself so I don't get bored of it and stop what I'm doing. Oh, I got yarn everywhere though. But I might start diamond painting after the live is over. Do a little bit more on my tigers. Tigers. Yeah. 3 people in here still. Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, I can go over to. I can see what's happening in YouTube. YouTube land. Yeah, the video's a little bit behind him.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think it was meant to be for you, for us to be friends on here, Elizabeth, because Mom and I, and my grandmother, my mom's mom, all of our middle names are Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's
It's meant
true.
to be. It's meant to be. Us Elizabeths have to stick together. Yes. Oh, dog.
It's supposed to be squirrel.
Ha ha, funny.
I thought so.
Squirrel, not dog. Well, they do get squirrely though, so I don't know. As long as you don't call them late for dinner, they're fine with it.
Well, that won't ever happen. They're always
No.
half an hour
Bugging an
ahead.
hour before. Bugging an hour before.
Yeah.
I got a mess here. I gotta clean all this up.
Oh, here comes.
Oh, I hear clicking of nails on the floor. Oh, it's Toad Man. It's a Toad Man. Oh, yeah. It's a Toad Man. Hey, you can pet from me and then go over to Mom and get a pet from her. Yes, that's usually the way it goes. Hey. Hey. There you go.
Elizabeth agrees there's not enough Elizabeths out there.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, go get a pet from Mom now. Go see Mom. Go get a pet from Mom. There you go.
Gotta make the rounds.
Yep. And then go right back outside again.
Or go to bed.
One of the two. Go do something. But, yep, got to work tomorrow for 3 days, and then I get 2 days off, I believe. Oh, I am diamond painting a 30 by 40 of my daughter's best friend. Nice. I agree, there aren't enough Elizabeths out there. Oh, look at the geese flying by. Ooh, 4 of them.
Yep.
Nice. Those are big birds when they're up close, hey?
They are.
Canadian.
They're heading for Elizabeth Lake. Though.
Yeah, they're heading for the swamp.
Another Elizabeth.
Another Elizabeth, yeah.
Yeah,
We live right close to a lake, little like swampy lake called Elizabeth Lake. So
yeah.
It's
bird sanctuary.
a bird sanctuary. That's the word I was looking for. So nobody's allowed to kayak or boat or anything in there. Uh-oh.
I knew that was coming.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I gotta go.
Run away, run away. I'll be cutting the live here in a few minutes anyways, because it'll be 2 hours. Hello. But yep. So just maxing and relaxing. Oh. We got the TV muted, so I'm like, I don't even know what show's playing right now. But it looks like it's that the new Firehouse one, the 911 or whatever it's called. Or is it no? Oh, something like that. I don't know. It's one of the Firehouse shows. There's so many of them now, it's ridiculous. Can't even tell one from the other anymore. But I don't want to lose that needle. I'll put some yarn on that before I lose it. Yep. Gotta find my yarn. Oh, it's in that bucket. Okay. Gotta get some yarn out of there. Put my yarn in a bucket so I don't get it, so it doesn't get all dirty and hairy. Pull out some yarn for my needle. Cut some more off. Yarn in a bucket. There we go. There's my little tail sticking out. So I don't want to lose this needle. But, oh, she's telling her person on the phone about the truck deal. I hear her giggling away. So I still think she should go with the gray one because she's actually not really fond of red vehicles because her dad, my Ave, used to have every single vehicle they got. He wanted a red one because he said red is, or somebody had heard or told them or whatever, that red vehicles are easier to see when driving wherever, highway, anything else. They're the easiest ones to see before white, black, gray, whatever color you want, right? Because it sticks out more, especially in a green background or scenery. So they've always had red vehicles. So my mom is very adamant about not having a red vehicle. And of course, the red truck popped up today and she just sinks her head. And yeah, you can see the wheels turning in there. But anyways, so our 2 hours for tonight is up. I will hope to see you next week again because we love chatting with you, Elizabeth. It was awesome seeing you again. And I hope you have a great week, and we will see you next Monday, hopefully. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to get messages or notifications whenever I go live or post videos, hit the bell button and get notifications there. Everybody have a great week. We will hopefully see you on next Monday for the 9th live in a row. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and come up with a beginning and an ending slogan. I haven't done that yet. Haven't figured out what I want to do. But stay safe, everybody. And yeah, we'll have a great week, and we'll see you on next Monday. Bye now. Oh, hope you both have great weeks. Thanks for hosting. You are so welcome. I didn't mind it at all either. Hopefully I'll be a bit further along on this blanket so I can get it done so I can move on to something else. But yes, have a great week. Bye. There we go.